Jacob Blake shooting, then just a few days later, coming back, proving what liars and hypocrites they all are. Despite all these things, the NBA ratings are still abysmal. The first round ratings for the NBA playoffs are the worst in 11 years. We're going to get into all of this. We all know the reason why this is happening. The reason is because the NBA has become too political. It is politically divisive and all about social justice messaging and not about NBA basketball. That's the problem. And we have stats to back this up. But let's get into the ratings first. Clay Travis, first round NBA playoff rating news. League averaged 1.94 million viewers per game, down 27% from last year. Lowest first round in 11 years. Down 40% from 2 years ago, which was the last time LeBron was in the playoffs. Yikes. It won't go broke. Okay? That is a statement right there. 27%. 11-year low from the NBA. That is miserable. You have to be so disappointed if you're Adams, what you do. Your league is literally falling apart. And let's look at the actual article here. NBA playoffs down 27% despite Mark Cuban media spin job. NBA's 2-year ratings and just taking up another notch. As pointed out last night, year over year, the first round of the playoffs was down an eye-popping 27%. Over a quarter of people had decided to tune out of the NBA for the first round of the playoffs. They have nothing else to do but sit at home and consume sports because they can't go out and do it. So many people are still stuck in their homes, can't go out to the bars, can't go out to the movie theaters, nothing like that. But they're not watching the NBA because of what they're putting on the court. Furthermore, the first round was 1.94 million, averaging down 40% from 2 seasons ago, the last time LeBron was in the playoffs. Bizarrely, NBA ratings were the top sports topic on Twitter Thursday. For the first time since the NFL's 2016 decline, sports media added ratings into its fading arsenal. Along with Stephen Master marketing with the non-KPRM spent half the day boasting and retweeting that a down-to-the-wire game forward drew 4 million viewers, which was a good day. That entire time, that was good.
No, Bruno. Watch. Hello everybody. How's it going? Really want your help figuring out the audio. I was testing this little microphone here earlier, and it was just picking up everything. So I know my computer's a little loud right now. Yeah, I got some grapes. Computer's a little loud right now, but anyway, I can turn down the volume on the mic if you want. This is Brenna. She's eating some grapes. I'm having a good time over here. So, yeah, I definitely would like your help and feedback with regard to the audio before I talk about anything of substance or anything important. You want another grape? All right. Yeah, there you go. So yes, I'm encouraging you guys, thank you all for joining me, by the way, encouraging you guys to chime into the chat. Let me know if the audio sounds good, or if I need to mess around with it, or if you can hear me at all. I would love to know. All 4 or 5 of you who are in here, thank you so much for being in here. I checked in earlier, as many as 7 people were in here at a time. There you go. Look, you see yourself on camera? Look at that. Isn't that cool? No one's typing in the chat, so I have no idea whether my audio is good, or at least acceptable, or if the audio is bad. I am trying something that I haven't tried before, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to test it out. I figure I just learn by doing. You can eat all of these, aren't you? Anyway, let's see. I guess I'll type in the chat. I need feedback on the audio. You know if that audio is good or if it's bad before I talk about anything important. And if it's good, then I can just sort of use these settings going forward, and it'll be good to go. If it's bad, I can sort of tweak it and do what I need to do to improve it before we move on. Oh, did you just spill grape juice? Otto, get out of the way. My dog is in here too. So I got my daughter and my dog up in here. Otto, get back. You're not allowed to have grapes. They're poison for you. So, yeah, just let me know if it's good or bad, and then I'll, or just let me know how you're doing. I'd love to know how you're doing. Whatever you guys want to talk about. This is your stream. This isn't my stream. It's your stream, where you can talk about whatever you want, chemistry or otherwise. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no! My dog just knocked over one of my lights. Oh, what a bad dog. Hey. Whoops. Didn't mean for you to squeal. Sorry about that, buddy. Okay. There's that. You want to get down? Alright. Go for it. Anyway, yeah, just you guys are welcome to say whatever you want. But most importantly, I need to know if the audio is acceptable or not. So if y'all would give me some feedback on that, I would wholeheartedly appreciate it. For those of you who are considering commenting, please feel free to comment, and thank you in advance for your comment. I really appreciate it. Looks like it's RBJ. Says, just finish up medchem degree. Many thanks for all the help over all the years, particularly with physical chem. Interesting. I don't really have a whole ton of videos specifically devoted to physical chemistry, but I will take it. Thank you so much for your feedback. By the way, if you could tell me how the audio sounds, I would really appreciate it. Earlier when I was testing it, as I said earlier, oh, now my daughter's going to go flush the toilet. Hey, Brenna, will you come back here, please? I don't know why. She just loves flushing the toilet. But, yeah, if really trying to get a comment from you guys on how the audio is. No one has commented yet, and it's important information. It's stuff that I need to know, how it's sounding on your end. I suppose maybe I could just take my phone and just watch the stream from my phone, but I want to kind of free up the bandwidth as much as possible. So, yeah, that's my story. Sticking to it. So RBJ, having just finished your medchem degree, I'm assuming that means medicinal chemistry. Having just finished your medicinal chemistry degree, what do you intend to do next? What's your next move? I would love to know. Type it in the chat. And also, while you're at it, type in and let me know what the audio sounds like, whether or not it's good or bad. Somebody, anybody, need to know. Yeah, it looks like my microphone is picking up my computer. My computer is pretty loud. Actually, desktop audio, mic auxiliary. Hello? Is that... I don't know. Testing. Need to know if it's good or not. Need to know if it's too loud or not. Or not loud enough. Need to know, I just need some feedback. I would love your feedback. Like I said, I haven't had a whole lot of time to test this out, so I wasn't able to just do like a dry run of a stream and watch it from another. Okay, finally got somebody who chimed in. It was Ogden Ristich. Sorry, I know I pronounced your name incorrectly. Says audio is good. Thank you. So with that out of the way, happy Friday. I'm coming at you live in my house from beautiful South Carolina. I got off work a couple of hours early, so I decided to set up a home stream setup rather than streaming from my phone in my car on my way home from work like I normally do. Looking forward to a busy, productive weekend. Gotta take my dog tomorrow for an appointment, just a checkup appointment. I think it was 2 weeks ago we took him to the vet to get his ears fixed. He had some kind of, I think it was like a fungal infection in his ear, so we had to give him a rinse and some drops every day for the last 10 days or something like that. So we're going to take him in tomorrow, and then we got plenty of items on the old to-do list to check off. I'm about 5 weeks out from the birth of my second daughter, and there is just so much to do around here. Oh, it is crazy. But as far as the channel goes, for those of you who are new to the channel, thank you very much for joining us. If you're subscribed, thank you very, very much for subscribing. I've recently had a larger than usual sort of influx of subscribers, primarily as a result of the conversation that I had with one Melissa Maribel, who's really, really nice. She decided to go the extra mile and make a trailer and sort of send people to the video that I did with her. So basically just driving traffic to my channel. So I owe her a very, very large debt of gratitude. And I am not sure at this point how I will repay the debt of gratitude that I owe to Melissa Maribel, but one way or another I will figure it out. Anyway, so yep, channel, thank you. For those of you who are new, you want to come up here? You want to talk to people? So yeah, for those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are old, welcome back. I do have another video just around the corner. I'm pretty sure, unless something crazy happens, like my video project file gets corrupted or something like that, I have a my next video, my next educational video, will be dropping on Sunday. It's going to be all about bond energy. So I would love the opportunity to get your feedback on that. So please feel free to check that video out when it drops on Sunday. Yeah, new video. And I'd love to get your feedback on it. I think it's going to be pretty good. I know I'm a little bit biased, but I tried to put in like a couple of sort of funny joke type things. No, that's Daddy's. Yeah, that's Daddy's mic. I think it's going to come out good. I'm putting the finishing touches on it now. I have like maybe the last 3-4 minutes to edit of it. And then of course I have to make a thumbnail and I have to write up a description and yeah, that's right. And this and that. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to drop another video. I know it's been a while since my last educational video, but my free time that I have with which to make content has been very, very limited, as it always is. So yeah, those are headphones. Those are earbuds. So she's got my earbuds right now, and she loves to take this little plastic piece right off of my earbud and lose it to the point where I can't find it. It just drives Daddy crazy. You like driving Dad crazy? But it's all good. I mean, you know, it's worth it. Get that grape juice off of your chin. All shiny because of the lighting and stuff. But yeah, so again, as always, I invite you guys to chime into the chat. Let me know what is going on. If you have any questions about anything, chemistry or otherwise, feel free to ask them. If you have any comments, concerns, suggestions for improvement, stuff that I could be doing better with my content, I really, really want to hear it. I have a pretty thick skin, so please feel free to be as brutally honest as you desire. And yeah, so just looking forward to seeing what you guys want to talk about. Yeah, you playing with those headphones, huh? Love playing with my headphones. It's funny because I have a gaming headset, and she'll sort of like alternate between being really interested in my gaming headset and being really, really interested in my earbuds. She's never interested in both at the same time. It's either one or the other. What about Mama? She's in the other room. Yeah, Otto's still in here, I think. Maybe he went to the bathroom. Little doggy bathroom. But anyway. Whoops. Part of the dust came off. Please don't touch that. Anyway. I sincerely hope you guys are doing well. Where? Where's Mama? You see Mama somewhere? Sincerely hope you guys are doing well, and whether you're a student, a teacher trying to find resources, or just somebody who's interested in the content, interested in chemistry, I hope you are doing well regardless of your current educational status. Yeah, you want the tablet? Excuse me for a second. Yeah, let's put on your favorite game. Favorite game. Favorite game. Look at that. That's your favorite game. Not a very chatty viewership today. Not trying to talk shit about you guys, but I don't know. It's easier to run a live stream when the chat is constantly giving you topics to talk about. I have a hard time just coming up with a good topic right off the top of my head. You know, I can talk about like what I've been up to, but a lot of it's kind of just more of the same stuff. You know, just working at work, working on the house. Recently my father-in-law was in town and he helped us build an entire deck behind our house. We completely demolished the old one, put up a new one, and it's just beautiful. It's fantastic. I can't wait until the weather cools down and we can really enjoy some time out there. I cannot wait until either a Labor Day sale, which I know is coming up soon, or a Black Friday sale, whichever one has the best deal. We're waiting till like a good time to buy a grill, like a nice gas grill. We're not going to buy a cheap gas grill. I've bought cheap ones before, and it only takes like a year or so for them to just start, all the components just start corroding, and it just becomes a big mess. So I'm going to get a really nice one, like a Weber or something like that. It's a lot of money up front, but they just, man, the Webers, man, they're built to last. I know Weber's not the only good brand, but Weber's kind of like the cornerstone, like the holy grail of grills. So that's what I'll be in the market for, Labor Day or Black Friday. And that will just dramatically improve our experience on our back deck and our overall culinary experience, because I love to cook on the grill. It's my primary method of cooking. I haven't had a grill in about a year since I moved here. I haven't had a grill. So I'm going to be stoked when I get a new one. And my daughter is now in the bathroom pulling objects out of the cabinets. I wonder if she'll put them back where they belong. My money would be on no if I were a betting man. But yeah, so that's what's going on with me. Like I said earlier, dropping a new video on Sunday, the topic of which will be Bond Energy. Can't wait to bring that to you. Can't do it now because it's not finished yet. What are you doing, Brenna? You playing with bubbles? Man, when she figures out how to open those bottles, we're toast. We are toast when she figures out how to open those bottles. Interesting. Yeah, so like I said before, anybody else who wants to chime in on how the audio is doing, let me know if I'm too quiet, because I just turned my mic down a few minutes ago. So I want to know how that audio is doing. I'll just call you OR. Your initials are OR. Thank you for commenting, being the only person so far to comment on the audio. Okay, new message. How about that? Renz Barreo says, "Hi, I just want to thank you for explaining chemistry topics in a simple and easy way to understand." Oh, thank you for your comment. Yeah, you are entirely, completely so welcome. Thank you for your feedback. Yeah, I love it. Just warms the heart to read comments like that. So I definitely appreciate your feedback. I also appreciate criticism too, if so long as it's constructive. If it's just somebody talking shit, I'm not really into it. But if it's not every piece of feedback has to be super positive and puppies and rainbows and all that kind of shit. But back to your comment, Renz Barreo. Yeah, I'm glad my content has been helpful for you. Really happy to hear that. Hey, tablets are not for standing on; they're for touching and swiping. Anyway, but yes, thank you for your comments, and you are very welcome for all the free content. Happy to provide it. It's funny because like my wife has this sort of like training business that she started with with one of her former coworkers, and they've been doing pretty well. I mean, they took a pretty big hit from COVID, like most people did. They couldn't provide any sort of in-person trainings, but they've been doing these online webinars, and like seeing the amount of money that they make from a single webinar, it's pretty eye-opening. And my wife's told me on at least one occasion that you can make some serious money if you wanted to do this independently full time. You can sell tutoring sessions, sell webinars, basically sell all the stuff that you've been giving away for free for so long. And it's an interesting thought, but I don't know. I think I'll always, even if I do start charging for stuff, which is certainly not going to happen anytime soon, I think there will always be a component of my content that's always free. I don't know. I like giving away free stuff. I mean, of course, it's not free. I have to spend time on it, so it costs me, but I'm happy to take that burden because I enjoy it. I get satisfaction of it, so I guess it's not really costing me if I enjoy it. Brenna, you want to come down from there? I think you're going to twist your ankle. That wouldn't be good. You want to come down? I have these two Bowflex adjustable dumbbells to my left, and My daughter likes to climb them and stand on them, and not strong enough to lift them out of their base, but but she likes to pretend that they're a piece of playground equipment or something. Brenna, what are you doing? You want to say hi to the camera? Brenna, come here. Yeah, she's on a mission. On a mission to make as big a mess as possible. Destroy the entire room. I think she's pretty close to accomplishing that mission pretty soon. What is it? You want to say hi to the camera? You want to say hi? Ugh. This is the... Oh, she just waved. Say hi. Can you say hello? It's the next generation of chemists right here. Brenna, you want to sing On Top of Spaghetti? On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese. I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. It rolled off the table and onto the floor. And then my poor meatball rolled out of the door. It rolled in the garden and under a bush. Close enough. And then my poor meatball was nothing but mush. The mush was as tasty could be. And then the next summer it grew into a tree. The tree was all covered with moss. And on it grew meatballs and tomato sauce. So if you eat spaghetti all covered with cheese, hold on to your meatball whenever you sneeze. What was it? What was the last part? Whenever you sneeze. Two! She loves that. Found that out recently. All right. Isn't this fun? Oh! She likes to pretend she's smacking me too. It's out of love. She's not really being aggressive, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm going to stick to it. But, yeah, anybody wants to chime in with questions? Kind of a slow... I don't know. I don't mean to sound, like, insensitive to any big things that are going on right now, but, like, news-wise, I don't know. I guess it's been kind of a slow week. Like, I haven't really heard any, like, big stories or anything like that, which is nice. But there might be something I just haven't heard about, because, to be honest, I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news in a long time, and I certainly don't intend to anytime soon. The news is... Well, let's just say they've lost their credibility over the years. Specifically over the last 3.5 years. Whoa! Where did that come from? Are you just trolling? Are you trolling the audience with that screaming? Are you trolling? Hey, Brenna. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Yeah. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sleepy, 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 take a nap. If you're sleepy, 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 take a... If you're sleepy, 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 take a... Sleepy, yeah, take a nap. That's right. She really likes, she likes those two, and she likes head, shoulders, knees, and toes. You like head, shoulders, knees, and toes, Brenna? Can you sing that? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and what's that? Nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, Yeah, good job. So I don't know. I mean, y'all just want to watch me sing nursery rhymes with my daughter, because we could do that all day. But do you want to answer your guys' questions though, or just talk about anything you guys want to talk about? But yeah, it's been kind of a slow week news-wise from what I understand. But like I said, I don't really follow the news religiously. And the reason why I don't follow the news religiously is because I like to keep my sanity. I think people who watch the news all the time slowly go insane. Like, I don't know, there's this one person I'm thinking about, and this person keeps up with the news constantly, and I don't know, I just think it's not good for this person that I'm talking about. I don't want to say this person's name for fear that this person might watch this, but the person I'm thinking of keeps up with the news like all the time, and I think this person has like sort of a lot of pent up anxiety as a result of that. But maybe not. Maybe that's just my overanalysis. I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist or anything like that. So who am I? Who am I to say that's what's going on? No idea. Still nothing in the chat, guys. Not a very talkative bunch. Not today. At least not yet. I can hold out some hope for the near future, hopefully. Some people will be chiming in the chat and letting me know what they want to talk about. It's not about what I want to talk about. It's about what you want to talk about. Or if you want me to talk about what I want to talk about, well, I don't know. I just really can't think of much right now other than just, what's going on. Oh, which isn't a lot, like I said. Either working on the house, or, doing chores. And then I've been waking up pretty early to edit my videos, because that's really kind of the only time in the day that I have privately, like to myself, is just early in the morning before everybody else gets up. And everybody else, by everybody else, I just mean my wife and my daughter, before they get up, is like the best time that I have available to work on my editing, which takes forever. It's like a 12-minute video that I'm going to be releasing on Sunday, and it has taken hours upon hours to edit. It's amazing, like the amount of editing time necessary to produce 1 minute of content. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into play, but yeah, 1 minute of content takes me a very, very long time to edit. I'd love to be able to sort of experiment with how I can trim that down. I know, like, Melissa, she said that she actually has an editor, and I was just like, wow, that just kind of blew me away. Like, damn, you have an editor? Like, where can I get one of those? Like, could I just hop on Amazon and order one? That would be so cool. But I don't know, I kind of enjoyed the editing, but yeah, I mean, it's a huge time sink. It just chews up the time. So I usually go into work at like 8:30 in the morning. So for about 2 hours in the morning, from like 6 to 8, something like that, I have to edit. And I've been doing that for the past couple of days, and it's still not done. Oh, look. Hey, Brenda, you want to bring that headset over here? Come here, baby girl. This is adorable. I mean, I know I'm biased because I'm her dad, but I think this is adorable. Brenna, you want to come over here? Say hi to the camera with that headset? Come here. Alrighty. She is ready to get her game on. Look at that. Have you ever seen anything more cute in your life? I submit that you have not. Hi. Can you say hi? Hey, Brenna, what does a cow say? What does a cow say? Moo. You said it earlier, and then you started saying walk, walk, walk. That's what the frog says. The frog says walk, walk, walk. The cow says moo. Brenna, what does the horse say? She's like, I can't hear you. I have noise canceling headphones on. Yeah, one thing that I've sort of seen, because I'm a pretty big sports guy. Oh yeah, you gotta shout out when I'm trying to, right in the beginning when I'm trying to make a point. What are you doing? You gonna wait for me to talk before you shout? I don't know how to point this. Okay, that looks better. Now we're both in the shot. So yeah, one thing I've noticed, like it kind of pops up in my feed, like on YouTube, because I'm a pretty big sports guy. Like I watch, like, you know, especially like, and I like watching, like, basketball is my favorite in particular. Mostly. What is it? What is it? You want to put it back on? It's okay. I'm gonna get this point out, I promise. What is it? Hey, it's okay. Look, look, look. Here you go. Here you go. Go get it. Oh, it's tantrum time. We have entered tantrum time. Alright, I'm gonna get my backup tablet here. Calling the reinforcements. Brenna, hey, hey, hey. Hey, it's okay. Look, I got something for you. Look, check it out. There you go. Do you want to get back on my lap? You were screaming on my lap earlier. Are you trying to get them to stay on your head? Here, let me try that. Try that. Man, one of these days I'm gonna get this point out. So yeah, like I watch a lot of basketball and stuff like that, so YouTube often shows me thumbnails of things like basketball related. And one thing that I've seen is that apparently the ratings for the NBA, because I guess the NBA playoffs is going on right now, even though I haven't even watched a single game. The ratings for the NBA are like tanking. Like they're like at a, I don't know if it's an all-time low, but like they're like at a huge low. Like people are just not tuning into the NBA, and people are sort of speculating as to why that is. It's like, if anything, you'd expect like the playoffs in a pandemic to be like higher. Like you would expect the amount of people watching to be at home to be greater, because like, you know, you have fewer people going out to bars and watching it, and obviously fewer people, you know, hardly anybody going to attend the actual game itself. So it's like you'd expect these NBA games to have like these really big, like these big ratings, like these, you know, high. What are you doing? What's the matter? Hey, it's okay. It's okay. All right. I have no idea what she's upset about. Yeah, look. Come here. I'll wait this one out. Thank you guys for being patient. See, it's okay. That's all right. My chair spins. See, I can spin the chair. You like that? Kai says hello. Hey, Kai, welcome back. How are you? You say hi to the camera. You must say hi, Kai. Say hi, Kai. Hi, Kai. Yeah, I see you smiling there. I think you're working on a smile. Yeah. That's right. Two! So yeah, like I said, yeah, are you waving? Are you waving? Are you waving hi? Yeah, good job. What is it? What is it? So yeah, NBA ratings are really, really low. People are speculating as to why that is. The most common reason I see is because the NBA is doing all this, like, they're basically like baking a lot of politics into their programming. And a lot of people kind of come to watch NBA games because they're trying to get away from those kind of things. And it's okay. It's okay. I don't know what's upsetting her right now. She's like, get off my live stream, or get off your live stream. Kai says, I'm doing pretty good. How's your week been? Oh man, it's been so busy. Yesterday in particular was really, really busy. I worked almost a 12-hour day, which I haven't done in a while. Like, I'm just not used to it. Like, if I can get used to it, then, it's not as bad, but I wasn't really used to it. So by the end of that day, I show up at like, a little after 8 in the morning, and then I don't go home until like a little after 8 at night. And I didn't leave work to come home for lunch. I just kind of ran and grabbed a quick bite, came back, spent less than an hour out of the office, out of the lab, so to speak, when I was working, or when I was off work getting lunch, just scarfed a quick Subway sandwich down. So by the end of it, man, I was just so exhausted, so tired. Of course, my wife, who's been home with the baby all day yesterday, super tired also, super exhausted, and let's just say that we slept pretty well last night. So, but I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Very cool, very cool. Anything new in your neck of the woods? Wee. Oh yeah, she likes swinging around. She likes to spin her chair. Spinny me, spinny me, spinny me, Two! Yeah, she likes that. She loves it when I sneeze. Anyway. Yeah, good week. Just really, really busy. Had some shit at work that wasn't really great to deal with. I had to deal with some, I'll call it what it is. I had to deal with some bullshit at work, but I can't get into the specifics of it, or, for fear that this live stream might come back to me. But let's just say there's a little bit of bullshit. Not the end of the world, but, shit that I'd rather not deal with. So, but I had to deal with it. It's kind of just par for the course when you work for somebody else. You just inevitably at some point you'll have to put up with some bullshit, and you'll have the clear choice of whether to deal with it, or whether to just leave. And there, a lot of people sort of feel like they're trapped, like, oh, I have to stay in this thing, I have to stay in this job because of X, Y, and Z. It's like, no, like, you don't have to. Like, I can understand how it might feel that way, and I can understand how the alternative would be really, really hard to do. And but there's always some level of choice within every situation, even some of the worst situations. Unless you're like, being held prisoner or something, then there's not much choice. But if you're working somewhere and there's stuff that you don't like going on, you do have a choice. You can develop an exit strategy. I am not nearly to that point. Overall, it's been a great experience where I work. So, for something like this to happen, it's actually pretty surprising that it hasn't happened already before, and that it just popped up just now. So, I know it's annoying because I can't elaborate on the circumstances of it, but long story short, have to deal with some bullshit at work. Everybody does. Not that big a deal. You move past it. Kai says, I think athletes should stay out of politics for now because they are monolithic and try to be PC to land better brand deals. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, earlier, a lot of people, myself included, watch sports to escape, the sort of divisive nature of politics. If I'm, like, let's just say I'm an Orlando Magic fan, even though I haven't watched a game in forever. Let's just, because that's kind of my hometown, Orlando, for the longest time. So let's just say like I'm rooting for the Orlando Magic, and there's a guy sitting next to me who I've never met, who's also a fan of the Orlando Magic. And at that point in time, like we're both cheering, and let's say they're doing well, you know, like this is back when Dwight Howard was on the team or something. Let's just say the Magic are doing well and it's a great game, and I'm cheering along this side, giving him knuckles, giving him high fives and this and that. And he could be like a complete total commie for all I care at that point, or for all I know at that point. But it doesn't matter, because at least we have that common ground. At least we have, you know, our sports fandom that we share. And I think, you know, a lot of this stuff that's going on, a lot of this social justice warrior stuff that's going on within the NBA and also the NFL, I think it's just driving a lot of people away. I think it's just driving a lot of people away because, you know, people don't want to see that. They just, you know, they, you know, first of all, your social media feeds, you know, depending on who you follow, usually, like, you can't really, you can't really have, like, a Facebook, for instance, without seeing that kind of crap pop up all the time. You know, for instance, I'm a member of a Facebook group called, you know, DIY Home Remodeling. So I'll get on that group and I'll ask questions like, hey, am I, you know, am I using the right cement board in my shower installation, or how should I cut this tile? You know, what works, you know, I ask questions like that because those are actually relevant questions to the group. And then occasionally I'll just see like a video of like some incident of what, you know, police brutality, some abridged version that doesn't show the entire clip of what happened. Or, I mean, it doesn't even matter what it is necessarily, like, but it does matter that it's completely irrelevant to the group. So what I do is I just comment on things. Like there was this one of, you know, this woman being, you know, like strapped to a chair or something like that. I guess she was crazy or something. And the message was like, oh no, how dare the cops or TSA, whoever do this. And what I did was I left a comment on that, and that was posted in the, you know, DIY home renovation group. So what I did was I left a comment on that post saying, you know, I really like the choice of window trim in that room. And it got a lot of reactions because people thought it was funny. Kai says, you sound like you got in a fight at work, LLJK. Was it a serious confrontation? No. It wasn't anything like that. It was basically just something that I was doing that I didn't realize was sort of rubbing some of the higher-ups the wrong way. And so for a long time, I was kind of unknowingly doing some damage to my reputation. So had I been confronted about it like early on, then it's like, okay, yeah, I'll just knock it off and, you know, stop doing that and no more damage. But now it's like, you know, all this damage has been done to my reputation. I have to just, you know, work as hard as I can to undo it. But it's not that big. It's not that big a deal. Like I said, it certainly wasn't a fight. I'm a pretty nonviolent guy, at least until I get threatened. But Kai says they are going to kick you out of the Facebook group soon. No. You like they don't. No, it's not that kind of group. Like, in fact, you know, those posts don't really last long before the moderators take them down. And the reactions and the replies that I get when I post those comments, like, you know, I really like the choice of window trim in this room on a video that was not intended for home remodeling or renovation. They get an overwhelming amount of positive responses because people are basically understanding that what I'm saying is like, hey, you know, we should keep the politics out of this. This group is about home renovations. It's actually in the rules. You know how Facebook groups work. They have rules that are set by the admins, and, you know, the admins are free to enforce those rules by kicking people out of the group who post irrelevant stuff. So, yeah, they're not going to kick me out. And besides, so what if they did? There's like a million other groups just like it. It's not that big a deal. Honestly, like, my experience with that particular group has been not that great. Like, I'll post something, you know, like an honest question where I'm like, I really need an answer and I'm asking for help, and I'll get, you know, a lot of rudeness and a lot of condescension. and like, oh, really? That's the paint color you're choosing, or not that specifically, but things like that. And so it's like, you know what, you can fuck off. Like I'm not, like if you're not gonna give me some genuine help, then just shut the hell up. Like you're just trying to look funny in front of everybody. It's not working, at least not for me. Kai says, are you happy at your current job? Do you see yourself leaving? Well, I mean, this is 2020. I mean, who stays in the same job for 30 years anymore? There's not a lot of people doing that nowadays. But overall, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. It's, there's a lot of opportunities to sort of get some skills. The pay is decent. The benefits are very good. Like for instance, I get 3 paid weeks, for paternity leave when my daughter is born, my second daughter, coming up in October. So that's actually coming up pretty soon. So yeah, I overall I'm pretty happy with it. I just have a couple little points of where I think things could improve. I think, for instance, I think communication could be a little bit more direct. Not trying to talk shit, but it's always important to be honest about genuine opportunities for improvement. And of course, there's always opportunities for improvement. I mean, you're never. It's always, being the best company you can be is always like an asymptote that you always get closer to, but you never quite reach it. At least that's how I see it. But overall, yeah, very good company, very big company. It's a good job, and it's kind of the reason why I moved up here to South Carolina from Florida. So it's like, it better be good. So there's a little bit of pressure there. But the other thing too is that, like, when I talked to Melissa, oh, thanks, Brenna. Now she's throwing papers all over the place. Brenna, okay, she's like playing with the shredder now. I gotta step in here. Don't play with the shredder. I think she's literally like trying to use the shredder. I think she was trying to put paper into the shredder. What was I saying? Something about, okay, well, before I you know what? Hey Kai, do you have Discord by chance? The reason I ask is because I was thinking about if you wanted to just jump into a Discord call, we could just talk on Discord instead of like me talking and you typing. We could just both talk. What do you think about that? Okay, so how do I I wonder if I could do a private DM in this chat. Probably not, but I'll. Oh, you're driving right now. Oh, okay. Well, then why the hell are you texting me if you're driving? I'm just kidding. You do whatever you want. I do it all the time, but it's only like, if it's like slow roads or if it's at a red light or something like that. Like, I'll never text and drive on the interstate or anything like that. But yeah, if you get to your destination soon, let me know, and then we can. Man, I still don't really know how to use Discord all that well. Like, I just haven't really figured it out, really. Like, how do I get my name and tag so that I can add a friend or send somebody my name and tag so that I can add, like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that, and it's freaking annoying. Huh. Okay, I just figured out how to copy my name and tag. So, if you reach your destination and you want to get on a Discord call, let me know. Kai says, LOL, I'm a safe driver. You're the one who does videos while on the road. Yeah, I know. I'm not in any position to talk shit about that. You're totally right. But, to answer your question, though, you asked me a question about, like, have you tried speaking to Human Resources Department about it? No, God, no. No, all that's going to do is just going to document that there's something wrong. Like I'm not going to I'm not really interested in putting any like bigger spectacle on it than there already is. So I'm just gonna, now that I know what I'm doing that's pissing people off, I'm just gonna correct that behavior, and then it'll work itself out. Like it'll improve because I won't be doing what pisses them off anymore. So so that's what's gonna happen. And it's not like I'm like I don't have any hard feelings about it. Like I understand where they're coming from, and my only wish was that the communication would have been more direct. That's it. So now that I know, it's like, oh, okay, well then, all right, I'll knock it off. What I was doing. So no, it's really not a big deal. To me, this is not something that warrants, some kind of grievance or something that you would file with human resources. I'm definitely not interested in dragging it out by involving them. Just gonna, control what I can control. I think the majority of the problem is completely under my control, if not all of it. Perhaps the complete entirety of the problem is under my control. So, if I can fix it without them, I'm going to fix it without them. I would only go to human resources if it was like something that I couldn't fix on my own. Brenna, hi. Are you trying to get out of that door? Otto's here gracing us with his presence too. Otto, come here. Where's that dog? Anyway. But yeah, Kai, if you get to your destination, if you want to hop in a Discord call, we can have just like a live call. I've never done that before, so I think that'd be kind of cool. I imagine I'd probably have to put some headphones in to avoid feedback, but yeah, I think that'd be pretty sweet. Oh, somebody else is in the chat. Dino Kramer says, hey man, working on my AP Chemistry summer assignment, and you've been a lifesaver. Thank you for your comments, Dino Kramer. I really, really appreciate your feedback. Best of luck to you in your studies as an AP Chemistry student. It might surprise you to know that I took AP Chemistry in high school and got a 1 on the AP exam. Yep, I failed it. I failed my AP Chemistry exam in high school. Dino Kramer adds that he really appreciates my hard work. Thank you. Thank you for showing your appreciation. Thank you for acknowledging that it is hard work, because it is. I mean, there's a lot of hard work that goes into, making the educational content. And I know that, a lot of my content lately hasn't necessarily been educational. Like I've been taking live stream clips and uploading them. The reason why I've been doing that is because I've been trying to upload something, whether even if it's not an educational video, if it's something like interesting or topical, or something that can be considered of quality because it's either interesting or topical, uploading something on a almost weekly basis I think is better than uploading nothing and having long dry spells between educational videos. I think algorithmically that's true. I think the more frequently you upload, and obviously it depends on how many engagements you get. Besides, my live stream clips have been getting like a lot more views than my educational videos. I had a video that I just uploaded basically just talking shit about about the teachers who were like, oh, I don't want to go to work because of X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I was basically just, criticizing them. And that view like had way more views than my last educational video, which is kind of sad. Like I wish my educational content on its own merit would like grow in popularity. But yeah, I know that most of my content hasn't been educational, but the reason for that is because my time is just so limited. For those of y'all who don't know, I work full-time as a chemist. I am a father of 1, soon to be father of 2. That's right, my second daughter is on the way, due in October. You gonna go see mama? I think my daughter wants to leave the room and go talk to her mom. Nowhere to go but up. Sorry, I have like a little stand with a light on it that's kind of in the way. Maybe I can fix that by... Yeah, so Dino Kramer says, nowhere to go but up from A1. That's for sure, and you clearly made it. Oh, I don't know. What is A1? A1 is like steak sauce. That's what I know. Dino Kramer says, yeah, the YouTube algorithm is rough. It's very unforgiving. So yeah, it rewards people who the YouTube algorithm rewards people who upload frequently and get plenty of engagements, likes and comments and things like that. People who subscribe, this is why people are always saying, please subscribe, and like the video. Like, why is liking the video so important? It's not necessarily because you just enjoy the ego trip of seeing a large ratio of likes to dislikes or just a large amount of likes. The reason why YouTubers are always telling you to hit that like button or asking you to hit that like button is because it algorithmically boosts them up. It enhances their discoverability in search results or recommended or whatever. Achu says, I always come late to your live stream. How's things? Oh, things are good, man. Things are good. I'm streaming from my house. I had some time. I got off work a little early, so I had plenty of time to set up a home stream. I hope the audio is good. I haven't had a whole lot of feedback on the audio, which I'm assuming if I haven't had a whole lot of feedback on the audio and people are still asking me questions and they understand what I'm saying, then the audio is just fine. So I'm just going to roll with it. Obviously, when the stream is done, it'll record itself, and then I'll be able to listen to it for myself to sort of judge it, and then maybe on the next stream tweak it accordingly. But yeah, things are going well, man. How you doing? Dino Kramer says the AP Chem test, LOL. Yeah, okay. So let me just tell you the story sort of behind that. So by the way, the entire class, I think there were like 16 or 17 students in the class, my AP chemistry class. I took it as a junior. We all got ones. The entire class failed. And part of the reason why, and there were some smart kids in that class, like the valedictorian of the class of 2007 was in that class. The salutatorian of the class of 2007 was in my AP chemistry class. So like, these are smart kids, The reason why we all failed is because we had a teacher who wasn't very, very good at classroom management, and she would always sort of let the class, let the kids sort of take over. She didn't really have her like fingers on the pulse. She wasn't able to, keep the pace, because in order to like study AP chemistry and do it well, you have to work at a pretty fast pace. There's a lot of information just kind of, crammed in there. Basically, I think it's basically just like a whole textbook worth of general chemistry, just all shoved in to one class. And high school, public school just sucks. I mean, you're constantly being interrupted by like, ooh, there's this pep rally, or ooh, there's this assembly, or oh, somebody pulled the fire alarm, or like, there's just so many distractions, or oh, you have like this kid who's like really disruptive, or, there's just all these distractions that really make it hard to like stick to that AP like level of pace and scheduling that you need to be in a good position to pass the exam. So if you wanted to, if you were like in my AP chemistry class and you really wanted to pass the exam, you'd probably have to hire like a private tutor, or you just have to have like an insane amount of self-discipline and study all this stuff yourself, because this was before YouTube. This was back in 2006, 2007. So this was before you could just look up a video tutorial for any chemistry topic online. Now it's a different story because there's people like me. There's people like Melissa Maribel. By the way, for those of you who have been sent to my channel from Melissa, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And my daughter is making some noise right now. What's wrong, Brenna? Give me a second. Here. Sorry, guys. It's okay. It's okay. Look. You want to see yourself on camera? Here she is. You gonna talk to your mom? Oh. Alright, back to happy. Alright, put this microphone on the other side. Somebody just typed in chat. I want to read it. Hopefully my daughter lets me. Alright. It's okay, baby girl. No. No, don't mess with that. Please don't mess with that. It's okay. Okay, let me... Okay, so there are messages from Achu and Dino Crammer. I'm going to answer your questions in just a second. I just have to get the missus to take over the daughter watch for a second. Hang on. Benna, come here, come here, come here. What is this thing? Okay. Come here. You got the TV right here. It's not on. All right. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Sorry, didn't have the mic on. So, let me clip this on my shirt real quick. Yeah, little did I know, my wife actually left the building. So I have to sort of periodically check to see that my daughter's doing okay. I think she'll be fine. I mean, this house is pretty much baby-proofed, but I will probably have to step out a little bit here and there just to check on her. Because being in this room, oh man, it just wasn't working for her. But thank you guys for bearing with me. So let me read these messages real quick. First from Achu, he says, I'm good, thanks. Hey, here's a thought I just had. Could you spread posters around public school or schools or universities that advertise your YouTube channel? I'm pretty sure that many students will find this interesting. Yeah, that's a great idea. I've actually thought about that before. I thought about maybe sort of making a printable flyer, like an electronic file, and just maybe ask my audience to download and print the file and paste it on their at their school. That's a great idea. Now that you mention it, like I've thought about it before, but it's been a while since I've thought about it. So that really sounds like a good idea, though. I think I'm actually going to do that. I really think I'd like to do that. Dino Crammer says, I had almost the opposite in my pre-calculus class. I had an amazing teacher, but I was the only one to pass the final because nobody listened to a single word she said. Such a shame. Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's kind of a choice, right? It's kind of a choice of what you're, how much you're actually going to listen to the teacher. Although teachers get evaluated by students that their choices make, which kind of sucks. But hey, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Thank you for putting up with the little tantrums that my daughter was throwing, by the way. I promise she is a sweetheart. She's wonderful. Not exactly putting her, not exactly making the best first impression on my audience, but yeah, she's cool. She's cool. So how long are we in? We're like over an hour and a half in. Wow. Getting to be a pretty long stream. I'd like to see if I can look to see what my peak concurrence. I think there were like 7-8 people watching at one point, so not a huge viewership right now. But I have to try to find a way to get those numbers up. Let's see. Achu says it would be unique because how many students find out about YouTube channels outside the internet? It's a mental trick. Also, your daughter is nice. Thanks. And then Dino Crammer says, I'm going to get back to cramming my summer assignments. Pun intended. Have a good one. Hey, yeah, you have a good one too. Dino Crammer, you do the same. Thank you very much for joining. I'm assuming you're subscribed. If you're not, I would appreciate it if you did. But at any rate, thank you for joining us and participating in the chat. I really, really appreciate it. Good luck on your exams and in all of your future endeavors. Everything you do, good luck. All right. I don't know. Y'all think this? Do y'all think I should keep the stream going? Do you think I should stop the stream? Whatever you guys want to talk about, we can talk about. If there's no topic to bring up, then I'm happy to just cut it off. I was thinking, like, throughout this stream, I was just thinking about, like, the topics that, like, if there was any clip that I could take from this stream that would make, like, a good YouTube upload. I don't think there is. I don't really think there's anything, like, super important or interesting or topical or even, like, relevant to chemistry that we could talk about. And then I could maybe upload the part about how I got a 1 on my AP chemistry exam, but that doesn't really lend itself to an entire YouTube video's length. Achu says, if it wasn't so late here at 1 a.m., I'd participate more, but barely awake, tired from full day of work. Oh yeah, man, please, get to bed. Please, get your rest. That's so much more important than watching some weird dude streaming chemistry stuff. So yeah, please, by all means, get your rest. I will not feel slighted. And thank you very much for joining us and participating in the chat. I really appreciate it. I would invite everybody who is in here to join us, or who has joined us, to participate in the chat. That would be wonderful. Wow, I'm losing my voice. For those of you who are still in here, do you think my streams would be better like this, where it's just a camera? Or do you think my streams would be better if I was, like, playing a game or something like that? Somebody in my Discord mentioned that it might be a good idea to stream myself playing chess online, which I thought would be fun. I thought it would be fun to stream playing chess online. I am not very good at chess. I'll probably get taken to the cleaners if I attempt to play chess against random strangers online. I don't know. It'd be cool if there was a way for these chess games to sort of assess your skill level before you join up with a random person, and then match you accordingly. If y'all excuse me for a second, daughter's making some noise, so I better go. Oh, she wants in. Hang on. You want to say hi on camera? Yeah, Miss Brenna. Miss Brenna, right? Is that Brenna? Why are you live streaming instead of paying attention to me? Here you go, baby girl. There you go. That looks so good on you. Achu also says, here's another idea I just had. Oh, man. Brenna, you gotta let me talk, baby girl. People are gonna not be interested if they just hear you scream all the time. Achu says... Look, baby girl. Sometimes I wish she was still on the bottle so that I could just, like, give her a bottle and at least I'd have that much silence. But, yeah. In some ways it gets easier when they become toddlers, and then in some ways it becomes a lot more difficult than when they're infants. Okay, I think we're good for now. I apologize for all the delays, but so yeah, Achu said, here's another idea I just had. Why don't you make a Udemy course? There aren't any good chem courses over there. Yeah, I mean, I've only heard of Udemy like loosely. Like I don't really know what Udemy is all about. But that's not a bad idea, and especially if there's like a lot of untapped potential. You know, if there's a lot of like opportunity for improvement within the chemistry content in that space. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I'll definitely look into it. I imagine something like that would take quite a bit of time investment, so we'll see. We'll see how things will go with that. But yeah, it would be nice to sell something. It would be nice to sell something to get paid, just because it's just nice to have that extra revenue stream that's not advertising. Advertising just sucks. I could show you guys my analytics if you wanted to see them. I kind of want to like wait for another stream where I have more concurrent viewers to show my analytics. I want to just show my analytics to just 3 people, but if all 3 of you chime into the chat and say that you want to see my analytics, then I'll oblige and I'll find a way to show them to you on this stream. Hachu says she's a carbon copy of you. Haha, get it? Carbon. By the way, toddlers cry like this because they are missing words to express what they feel / want, so they resort to crying, which is a primal instinct. You want some water? Excuse me for a moment, guys. Come on, baby girl. Come on. Come on, baby. Alright. Once again, I apologize for the interruptions. Thank you for staying with me. All either 3 or 4 of you according to my screen. It's weird because there's 2 different spots where I get to see my concurrent viewers. One of them says 3, and now the other one says 5. I don't know which one's accurate. I guess maybe I should just split the difference and call it 4. All 4 of you who are in here, thank you for staying, despite me having to attend to my moody 2-year-old. She just turned 2, by the way. Oh, you know what? Listen, let me show you guys something. I'll be right back. This is gonna blow your mind. Hang on. All right. You guys still there? I hope so. So my daughter just turned 2 last weekend, and instead of doing a cake, we decided to get some custom-made cookies because my coworker, I'm looking a little blurry right now. I don't know what's going on. Okay, a little less blurry. So instead of doing a cake, we decided to get some custom-made cookies because my coworker, his mom, has her own like cookie making business where she makes custom cookies, and so we got a dozen cookies. We had 6 made one way and the other 6 made the other way, and we had 6 of them made based on her favorite YouTube video, which they look like this. So this represents a YouTube video by Perry Grip called Yum Yum Breakfast Burrito. and it's her favorite, has been for a long time. I mean, look at the detail. That's amazing. That's a great cookie. And then the other one is based on her favorite book, which is called Fox and Socks by Dr. Seuss. And this is actually another cookie. Brenda, do you want a piece of a Fox and Socks cookie? If I get the damn thing open, shit. So just to show you there's no foolery here, this is the Fox and Socks cookie. And this is me breaking it. Ready? Look at that. Cookie! Alright, Brandon, you want to sit on Daddy's lap while you enjoy your cookie? You want to eat the head or the body? Yeah, you like that, huh? Daddy's going to have the other half, so you can only pick one half. Well, she just wants to play with it. Looks delicious. Oh yeah, they're wonderful. They are really good. Pretty rich though, so you can't eat a lot of them, but they're delicious. Eat it, Brenna. Yum 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 yum. Here, look, watch. Watch Daddy. Mmm. Mm-hmm. It's so good. Isn't that so good? Pretty good. Are you enjoying your cookie? That's a little parenting hack right there. Toddler cries. No problem. Just get him a custom-made Fox and Socks cookie. Isn't that so good? Achu says, what was your favorite reaction / feeling to the moment you found out you were going to be a father? I was excited. I mean, and also relieved because we had been trying for a long time, like for several months, like maybe even a whole year we were trying. And month after month, you know, month after month, it was just like each month was more disappointing than the last. Because my wife did a lot of research on, like, you know, ovulation and this and that, you know, implantation and, you know, I don't want to get all gross on you, but seeing her get upset because another month has passed and it hasn't happened yet, and there's nothing you can do about that, you know, you just have to let her feel her feelings for a little while. It's challenging. It's heartbreaking. So there's a lot of relief to learn that, oh, okay, like, you know, we are fertile enough, and we got one in the oven. Also, we found out, you know, because she was always testing, right? So we found out pretty early on, and when you find out early on, you know, obviously, like, there's roughly like a third of pregnancies end in a miscarriage. And so there's a lot of anxiety and paranoia about the possibility of having miscarriage. But once you sort of get out of that, you know, I forget how many weeks it is, where like the chance of miscarriage drops dramatically. Once you get past that, you're, you know, you can like enjoy it a lot more. And it was so good. It's a Fox and Socks. Oh, now you're going for the breakfast burrito. Yum, yum. Breakfast burrito. Yum, yum. Breakfast burrito. That's how the song goes. It goes, yum, yum. Breakfast burrito. Yum, yum. Breakfast burrito. Breakfast burrito. You're hot and you're yummy. You fill up my tummy with hugs. Breakfast burrito. You're easy to eat when I'm driving your car or a bus. Okay, I'm going to stop singing it. I know all the lyrics. Not because I necessarily wanted to know all the lyrics, but because we've played it so many times because she absolutely loves it. The lyrics just kind of seeped into my brain through osmosis. But anyway, patient are always rewarded. Not always. I mean, I see what you're saying. That's a good thought, but some people struggle with infertility for a long time. They have to go with IVF or something crazy like that. Surrogacy. Chu says, "Damn, I wish I can be as happy as you guys are right now." Family goals. Yeah, I mean, she was upset a moment ago. She was really, really upset. Katie Cat chimed in and says, "Just wanted to pop in and say thank you for your videos." Oh, thank you so much for your feedback, Katie Cat. I really, really appreciate you coming in here and participating in the chat with us, even if it is just one message and you leave. But most importantly, thank you for your kind words. I'm glad my videos have been helpful to you, and I look forward to continuing to bring them to you. In fact, my next one will be dropping on Sunday, and it's all about bond energy. So, all right, Brenna, she's playing with the touchpad now. Yeah, I don't know if how many people will enjoy or even click on the bond energy video, because bond energy, it's not the most sexiest or most interesting chemistry topic out there, but it is very important for a solid understanding of both thermochemistry and chemical bonding. So Achu says, "The difference is obviously the sugar rush from the cookies. What are your thoughts on the glucose molecule? Anything interesting about it?" Yeah. I mean, glucose. It's weird because glucose is, it's like a six-membered, ring. One of the members of the ring is an oxygen atom, and then the carbons on the glucose ring all have, hydroxyl groups. So a molecule of glucose is basically like a polyol. It's it's an alcohol, with multiple hydroxyl groups. It's weird because you don't think of sugar as alcohol. You think of them separately. But in truth, the sugar is kind of an alcohol. It's got the same sort of functional groups that alcohols have. But interesting stuff. Haha, now it's 2 messages. But yeah, for sure. But you for sure... Sorry. Wow, this is how dumb you can be and still be a chemist. Haha, now it's 2 messages. But you for sure got a bunch of students through chem. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for telling me that. I really, really appreciate that. Those kind of comments just put the wind in my sails and just make me want to work, harder to get the content out there. It's very, very difficult these days. Very difficult these days to push the educational content out there due to the constraints on my free time. But I'm really trying to squeeze it out, even if it is the wee hours of the morning or whatnot, to get the stuff done. Very important. Very, very important. Chu says, "Okay, time to quit sugar because I'm an alcoholic." Oh, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I hope it's not true, but what are you doing? You can't have a breakfast burrito cookie after you already ate a Fox and Socks cookie. What do you think this is? Some kind of house where we don't eat any protein or vegetables and all we eat cookies? What do you think this is? She's like, "I don't care, just want to eat this cookie." For those of you who maybe just hopped in, she's playing with this cookie. It's shaped like the breakfast burrito. If you want to know what this is all about, just search for Yum Yum Breakfast Burrito. It'll be the first hit, done by a guy named Perry Grip. He has a lot of catchy songs that are very, very kid-friendly and very silly, and, Yum Yum Breakfast Burrito is actually one of many hits from Perry Grip. Who could forget, of course, the famous Narwhal Eating a Bagel. That's another very, very good Perry Grip number. Also, Oh Potato Dog is another one. Pancake Robot, It's Raining Tacos. Hailing Taquitos is another one. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? Or Cat Flushing the Toilet is another very, very influential, I would say, track from Perry Grip. So.
A lot of interesting content. It's like, how did you come up with that? You know, silly but really catchy. Very nice. Okay, look, you want to race her? Boop boop. Oh, you're gonna play with the microphone. Boop. Don't worry, guys. I'm not trying to feed her the eraser. I just wanted to give her something to keep her busy. All right, let's move that up and move this down. There we go. Yeah, he says, because glucose is an alcohol. Oh, I see. So you're hooked on sugar, so it's like you're an alcoholic. Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, good. Sometimes I take what people write a little too literally. That one, I kind of had my guard up, like, okay, this probably wasn't super serious, but yeah. Yeah, so yeah, sugar is basically like an alcohol. It's got the same functional groups. But all right, everyone. So if there are no objections, I think I'll probably end the stream right about here. Got to get my playtime in. Playtime in with the little girl. Yeah. Boop 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 boop. Do 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 do. Can you say bye? Bye. Are you waving goodbye? Okay, all right. That's not how you say bye, but we're working on it. We're working on it. All right. Well, to those of you who are still here, all 3 or 5 of you, whichever one number on my screen is correct, thank you very, very much for joining. I really appreciate you being in here. I appreciate your participation. If you are subscribed, then I appreciate your subscription. If you're not, I would love if you did. That would be great. It would mean the world to me. Next educational video coming very, very soon. It'll drop on Sunday. It'll be about bond energy. Also, I do have other social media sort of profiles. I have a Instagram, I have a Facebook, I have a Twitter. You can find the links for all of them at my channel page. Top of my channel page, there's the image, the channel banner at the bottom right-hand corner of that image. You'll find the links to Facebook, Instagram, Discord, Twitter, and a link to my Discord if you're interested in joining the server. The server is, it's constantly evolving, and this week I haven't had much time. For it. Somebody asked a question to the group and never got answered, and then they asked me a question directly, the same question, and I never got around to answering it. So whoever that was, I don't know who exactly it is. I can't remember. But whoever that is, I apologize for being so late, but I've just been super, super busy, and I'll get around to it when I can. But all right, I think we're done here. Thank you guys. Take care. Let me turn this off.